Hey guys, it's Wednesday.
Would you like to swing on a star? Carry moonbeams home in a jar and be better off
So
you
I just
are.
finished watching Kelly's video, and I'm really happy that you got to see something at the Vancouver Playhouse. I'm glad that they got to do that last show. It's nice. I think it's really great. It sucks that they're not going to be around anymore, but at least they got to do one more show that they weren't necessarily, it didn't sound like they were expecting to be able to do. So that's great. I'm glad you got to see it. So the article that I posted to you guys, I suppose it's far more relevant here at my school, considering I go to an all-women's college. Um, Now we don't do all female plays. The Warehouse does, the student-run theater that I am on the board of, but not the Playhouse. We have our few male apprentices for now, and then the conservatory program that's coming in to replace that. So we have to do female-heavy plays, and there aren't terribly many out there. Like next season, in the Playhouse, they're doing The Tempest, but that's not written all female. Granted, it's written for all males because it's Shakespeare and females weren't acting at that point. So we're doing, I believe the plan is to do an all female version of The Tempest, because they won't have but maybe 4 guys left at that point. So I guess it's far more relevant here. But they make some really good points about how most of the actors out there are female over male, and most of the roles out there are male over female. I know the community theater back home has a huge problem with doing shows. Well, they don't exist anymore, so that's that. But when they did, they had a huge problem because there aren't many male actors out there who are willing to do things like they tried to do Joseph. They did a little while ago, but I don't know how they managed to get all of those guys for Joseph, and they had a male narrator. So it's just hard, and it's really hard to find good all-female plays. So I just wish there were more out there that were just normal plays that people knew. Because it's hard to find good ones and it's hard to find different ones. We have a huge problem with the Warehouse where we tend to do the same types of shows over and over and over again. We did 2 of fairly similar shows, a bunch of women in one room talking about things, bitching about their lives. We just did Sealed for Freshness and Beautiful Bodies, which have very similar content. Last season we did 5 Women Wearing the Same Dress, which is basically both of those shows. Season before that we had Dixie Swim Club. Also, Ladies at the Alamo is fairly similar but not entirely, and we did that in the same season as Dixie Swim. And it's just really hard to find good shows out there for all women casts. It'd be nice to find some really good shows that you can do with all women and not necessarily have to gender bend everything. We tend to stay away from gender bending roles anyway. One show that hopefully you guys may have seen in the news or something, there's been a lot of controversy over it, but I'm hoping, I am vying for this show to get in the season. It's The Agony and the Ecstasy of Steve Jobs. It's a monologue piece, and you can do whatever you want with it. You can write a musical with it, you can do whatever, and it's really good. And if you haven't read it, I recommend reading it. It makes you think so much about your Apple products, and just technology in general. If you just Google it, the guy who wrote it, Mike, oh, what's his name? Mike Daisey, I think. It's on his website for free. You can download a PDF of the show and read it, and it's just great. This is getting really long. I just have a lot to say. And I think we all do right now. But guys, I got the job. I got the job in Des Moines with the opera company, and I'm just so excited. It starts, I have to be there exactly a month from today. May 18th I have to be there. Technically, I start on the 22nd, but everybody is supposed to arrive on the 18th, and I'm done mid-July, towards the end of July on the 20th. But it pays really nicely, and it's an electrician position, and it's with the opera. I love opera so much, and it's really weird to say it. It's weird to hear me say it, because I never really thought I would, but I love opera. Amy, it was great to see you. Hopefully we'll see everybody next week. Bye, guys.